Alright, welcome back to a video. It is currently 3:09. I gotta go ahead and make breakfast. I gotta go open the gym. Today we're gonna have a pretty short workout. I typically work out on my my break at work, so it'll be a pretty quick 45-minute back workout. Typically I only do 3 movements, just to try and really focus on one muscle and make it a good one. Well, I'm too tired to be doing this right now, but we're gonna get to it. I gotta cook breakfast. Oh my god. Breakfast is gonna be 5 eggs, 80 grams of oatmeal, a cup of blueberries, a banana, and then an apple as well. It's going to be about 900 calories. It's my biggest meal of the day, and then we do about 3 other meals and 2 snacks in between. So let me get to that real quick. Great. Yeah, it's so early. Alright, it's about 10 hours later or so. I'm done with work, and I'm about to do a quick back workout. We're only going to stick with like 3 movements. I think I'm going to start with a pull down of some sort, either cable pull down or the machine pull down. I don't know which yet. And then we'll do probably a wide grip row, and also like 2 sets of a wide grip row and 2 sets of a close grip, and probably end with pullovers. Either end with pullovers or do another variation of pull downs. So we'll see, but for sure we're going to start with pull downs. I just don't know if it's going to be cable or machine just yet, but I'm going to warm up and then get into it. Alright, I'm going to do this first set. I've already done the warm-up sets and whatnot, so I'm going to have to do this first set here. I'm going to really focus on squeezing for this first one. I put my dang straps on here. Really difficult. Come on. Wow, this is just not working at all. You can't even see what's going on. I just sound like a crazy person yelling at nothing. These grips on this is not going to work at all. Oh well, screw it. Those straps didn't work like I thought they were going to. This handle has like a grip on it, so it was really difficult for me to actually put the straps on there. Whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, that was heavier, I think. I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? I think we'll do 2 more sets of this. I'm not going to lower the weight yet. I'll probably lower it for the last one. The last set. Right. Next set, we're going to keep the weight that I had.
And we're just gonna really focus on just getting a lot of reps in. We'll drop it. We'll do one more set of that and we'll be done. Alright, last set of this, we're gonna really just make it to failure, or even do a drop set at the end here. Let's keep on to a row. Alright, lower the weight just a little bit. Try to do some higher reps. Okay, we're going to move on to some wide grip rows. Okay. We'll get into this next one today. We're going to do some close grip rows. There we go. Some close grip rows. We'll do probably two close grip sets, and then move on to two wide grip sets. I'll lower the weight just a little bit. So we're gonna do some wide grip rows. We did not require the free handle that I wanted to use, but this pull-down bar will be just fine for now. Typically, if I do like wide grip rows, I'd rather do it with the mag grip handle. But that's really see this. I'm just gonna go a lot lighter on this. Really make sure that I'm getting a good squeeze out of this, because this handle's also kind of awkward too, just because it's like straight. Yeah, I feel like my traps give out way before my back or arms give out. If my traps like I don't know, but they just get to a point to where my traps are like, my traps are losing it more than my arms or my grip. So that's why I go for a lighter weight when doing the wide grip rows. Honestly, really only on cable machine too, because if I do wide grip on like plate loaded or machine, typically it's pretty fine. But that's why I like to use the mag grip, because also when I'm holding on to the mag grip, I can drive my elbows down more than I can if I'm using the pull down hold. It just makes it harder because your elbows are out here. It's hard to put them in or put them down and then pull. But we'll work with what you got, I guess. We'll do one more set of this, and then I'm thinking a pull down variation would probably wrap the workout up in a nice little bow. I just don't know what quite yet. I may do the machine and do just a single arm and just do a burnout with that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, we got the machine pull down. And we'll do probably like 2 or 3 sets of just a nice burnout. So I'm not going to go like incredibly heavy. Well, not incredibly heavy, but also not incredibly light either. I hate the machines that do this. So they have like, you can adjust the seat, but you can't adjust the back. Okay, I think one more set of that and we'll be pretty good. Unless I for some reason feel like I need to throw in a pullover, but that might happen. Maybe we do. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I do one more I feel like I should do one more movement. I think I'll just do one more movement. So we'll do one more set of this, and then we'll do pullovers, and then we'll call it. Alright, we're going to make this the last thing. We're going to do 2 sets of pullovers, and then we'll call it. Last set of this, then we're going to go take a look at the Done with that. Let's go see the pump. Alrighty. This is like the best place to probably look at the pump right here. I'm going to come back just a little bit. I'm try and see if I'll be able to see. Because I won't be able to see once I turn around. Oh no. Oh. They got stuck on my back. All right. The lighting in here is interesting. If I turn on the light, it's like, I don't know. All right, if I face this way, here, so hang on. What if I bring this here, like that, and turn? There we go. All right, that should look pretty interesting at least. I wish I could see more of it, but I really can't. Alright. I actually pose. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. If I turn a little bit. I mean, that's looking pretty good, honestly. Let's zoom in just a little bit here. Zoom in, bring that down. A little more, come on. Oops, not too far. Alright, there we go. That looks pretty good. We'll do another one of these real quick. It's really hard to see, like the camera here, and then also look over there too. I want to try something actually. I don't know if this will make a difference at all, but we'll at least give it a try. Get like right here. Lower. Like that. Wait, hang on. Hang on.
Up a little more. Right there. I don't know if that's gonna look any cooler than what it already looks like. No, it's not. I can't even. I'm too short. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. It's alright. We'll just bring this back up here. Okay. And then we'll. That was a good thumbnail. I got my breath. Alright, one more. Maybe. Alright, one more. Oh, I can't see. Whatever. Alright. I'm sure that looked pretty cool. I'll bring this back over here. Hang on. Alright, so we did. What did we start with? Pull downs. Wow, I can't remember what I even did. Pull downs, close grip rows, wide grip rows, single arm machine pull downs, and then what was the last thing? Oh, pullovers, that's right. So, yeah, overall, not too bad. It was a pretty quick one. I got off work early, so I was able to take my time a little bit more through those, but yeah, I'll end the video here in a second. Let me actually leave work. Whoa, really dark. What happened? What is happening here? There we go. There we are. Alright. Pretty good back workout. I am pleasantly surprised. That's not true. I don't know why I said that. I knew it was going to be a good back workout. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was great. So I'm going to make this super quick because my car has no AC and it is hot in here. And if I roll down the windows, it's going to blow right into the mic. So, going back to what I had said in my previous My previous video. Talking about, like, doing things that make you uncomfortable and whatnot. So, one of the things that I'm doing is, wow, it's dark. Can you please? Alright. There we are. So, one of the things that I did today was actually film my video in a pretty packed gym. That's, like, one of the things that, like, makes me a little uncomfortable to film in a packed gym because I'm always worried about getting in people's way and, getting some sort of complaint thrown at me or this, and the other, whatever, right? But, honestly, when I started, doing the video today, I didn't even feel that anxious about it, to be honest, which is good. It's one of those weird things where it's like, yeah, you'll do it, and it's like, there's really nothing to worry about, honestly. I'm sure in the future, I mean, I have filmed in the gym like that before, and I have gotten a complaint, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's out of your control completely, so, like, why really even worry about it? So, that's another thing I think I talked about it in a video, but I can't remember, but I'll just briefly touch on it. Can this stay a little lighter? So, I'll briefly touch on what was I going to say? Man, I had a really good point. I had a really good point brewing there for a second, and the brewing has stopped. Shoot, what was I just talking about? I had to reel myself back in.
what was I just saying? Oh, okay. Stop. Okay, yeah, right. All right. Let's back up. My point, I think I made in a previous video, but I can't really remember if I actually did or not, is making sure you're focusing on things that are within your control, not completely out of your control. For example, I'm, a little nervous to film in a packed gym. So one of the things that you cannot control is going to be how other people are going to perceive your actions, whether it's filming in the gym or whatever. I can't control what people are going to be annoyed around me with if I have a camera in the gym. Now, that being said, obviously I'm going to remain respectful. If someone's like, I don't want to be in your video or whatever it is, I'm not going to be a bitch about it. I'm going to be like, yeah, no problem. Like, at the end of the day, it is a public gym, so, like, I do have to be respectful of others' space, I guess. So, yeah, but that being said, though, I can't control if someone complains about me or, just doesn't like what I'm doing. It is what it is. Also, I heard a really good quote today that was, what was it? It was, I'm trying to remember. It was something like, so whatever problem you have, solve the problem with the goal in mind. So, this was actually said by my boss, actually, which was, solve the problem with the problem with the goal in mind, which immediately tied to, well, I need to make a video. The problem is that I am just uncomfortable with filming in a packed gym, so for me, solving the problem was just getting out of my own head and going with the goal that was in mind. But so all some good points made there. I have to end this video though because it is hot as hell in this car, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'm going to attempt to continue this and upload a lot more, because again, like, the biggest problem for me was literally just filming in a packed gym. So if I can just get over that hurdle and just be okay with it, even if it means I'm just genuinely uncomfortable with it for a while, that's fine. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.